Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my people, my people, my people, my Biafran people, now having a day. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This one, now Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Oyendo Mazenamde Kanu. May God bless, may God bless, may God bless, may God bless, may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency ESN Ekpa Simon and Joko, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, because we know in your hands Biafra is coming, in your hands Biafra is safe, and in your hands, when this Biafra comes, the people, the children, the elders, oh my God, the whole nation of Biafra will rejoice. My fellow Biafrans, today, this one, I want to go in depth. Today, I will go deeper. I titled this one, The Game Changer. We won't stop until victory is achieved. A game changer. We will not stop until victory is achieved. Fellow Biafrans, today, I want to present to you the man they call Elias Gerasoulis. He is the main lobbyist, the main consultant for the Biafra Republic government in exile towards actualizing Biafra. And he has spoken. He has spoken truth to power. He has come out in the public and he has declared that this new partnership with the Biafra Republic government in exile is a game changer. This new lobby partnership with our Prime Minister, Mazi Ekpa, Simon and Joko, with the cabinet, with those with positions, with those in the portfolio, with those running the affairs of the government of the Biafra Republic government in exile. He's saying this new partnership is a game changer. My God, have mercy. He said they will not stop. Himself and the man they call Jim Moran, they will not stop until victory is achieved. My fellow Biafrans, I will not take my time on this one. I want to lay to you rough, rugged, and raw. I will bring it straight to your door, let you know who this great man is. But before I do so, we must hear the audio. We must hear the message. Oh my God, I feel like lamenting in this one. So, Lord, please allow me to guard myself. But if it is thy will for me to lament towards the end of this video, may thy will be done. But my hand is shaking, my leg is shaking. I can feel the power of the Biafran God in me. Today, my people, I want to declare this one as a team. I say, a game changer. We won't stop until victory is achieved. If you are ready, let me present to you one more time the man they call Elias Gerasoulis. I will also give you a historical background about this man. Who is this man? What is his resume like? What has he done before? What are his strengths? The pros about this man called Elias Gerasoulis. Who is this man that our Prime Minister have chosen to be the one to be the lobbyist for us in Washington? When we say Washington, we are talking about the Congress. When we say Washington, we are talking about the White House. When we say Washington, we're talking about the departments of justice and the rest of them in America. When these men speak, America listen. When these men speak, Washington will listen. When these men speak, even the White House will pay attention. My fellow Biafrans, if you're ready, I want to play a snippet first of all as I start this one about the man they call Elias Gerasoulis. If you're ready, let's go there. Listen.
Yes, Elias.
Listen.
Oh, thank you, Jim. And it's an honor to be working with you on this. And we appreciate your lending, your support, someone of your prestige and stature. That association would be so critical. So thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. And thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, Your Excellencies, and dear Biafrans in the United States and around the world. My name is Elias Gerasoulis, and I am a good friend and colleague of Congressman Moran, and we are your new lobbyists here in Washington, D.C. However, you should know that we are more than just your lobbyists.
Okay.
We are fellow freedom fighters in the struggle for the liberation by Biafra. And similar to how your compatriots in the Biafran Defense Forces are securing your freedom on the homeland, we will be fighting for your freedom in the political and diplomatic battlefield here in Washington, D.C. And we will make sure that all these U.S. officials, all these congressmen and senators understand that the Biafran independence movement is a pure democratic civilian uprising against injustice, the very same one that we had in the United States when we declared our independence from the British 200 years ago. On a personal level, I knew I had to get involved in this struggle, not only because of my belief in the Biafran cause, but my belief in His Excellency, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. As I got to know the Prime Minister, I could see that he has remarkable leadership qualities and vision. And I knew that instinctively that he was a man of destiny and that he will have a very important impact in Africa in the years to come. And I thought it was a personal duty to assist him. Already, the Prime Minister has made remarkable progress and has outsmarted the Nigerian system in many ways. The Prime Minister has done this with the self-referendum. He has done this with opening diplomatic liaison offices around the world. And I think by establishing a proper Biafran lobby in Washington, D.C., the Prime Minister has delivered his master stroke. And if you can look at the Nigerian media and the social media, you will see that this is something that's been highly publicized. And I think this is because they understand the moment that the United States starts to gain more support for the Biafran cause, it will be a game changer. Because when the United States leads, other countries follow. Congressman Moran and myself are your voice to the U.S. Congress, your voice to the White House, your voice to the State Department, your voice to the highest offices in this great land. And we will not stop until victory is achieved. Long live a free, independent, and sovereign Biafra. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that brilliant speech there. Elias, we're happy to have you on board, and we have a lot of things to do together. Thank you. This particular appearance today is just to present you to the Biafrans in the United States. As I made my promise, I have fulfilled it. It is now that we go out there and do what we know how to do best for the interest of Biafra.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. It's our honor, and we look forward to serving you in the cause. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Nice to have you.
Lord have mercy. Let's hold it there. Let's hold it there. Lord have mercy.
Thank you.
Look forward to working with you.
We must hold it there, my people. Oh my God, my God, my God, have mercy. Where do I start from? I have so many materials here, and I think we shall start with the breakdown of what this man just said. This amazing man who is very eloquent in speaking, the man they call Elias Gerasoulis, a consultant for we the Biafrans. If you're ready, I think we should start by breaking this one down. Let us break this video down because I want you to listen to the words of this man. What this man said, it is not a hearsay. You heard it from the horse's mouth. He is the one that declared that will be a game changer. Where America leads, others they follow. When America sneezes, the whole world they catch cold. When America leads, others they follow. When America say yes, Britain they concur. If Britain concur, then by proxy the Zoo Republic they will concur. They will understand that they cannot say no to the number one country of the world. My people, I will break this one down. I'm in the spirit right now, but I want to hold it down and try to break down this video. If you're with me, let's go to this one. This one must be broken down. Line for line, word for word, sentence for sentence. That way, the zoo media, those in the zoo that call Simon Ekpa a criminal, those in the zoo that say Simon Ekpa is a terrorist, those in the zoo that say Simon Ekpa is a small boy, that is a 419, those in the zoo calling Finland to do the unthinkable, those in the zoo saying they declare war on Simon Ekpa, those in the zoo that put a bounty on the head of Simon Ekpa. Oh my God, oh my God. Those in the zoo that are clamoring for Simon Ekpa to be sent back to Nigeria, even though he's a Finnish citizen, and even though on the 4th of April 2022, Simon Ekpa, in the presence of the whole world, he tore his so-called dirty, filthy Nigerian passport, and he told the whole world he has denounced Nigeria. Those in the zoo from the media that say, oh, go and get Simon Ekpa, he is the problem of what is happening in the southeast. Those in the zoo that see what the Boko Haram, the Fulani killer headsmen dressed in Nigerian military uniform, when they come to the land of Biafra to kill us, they pretend Simon Ekpa is the problem. Those in the zoo that saw what's happening in the so-called days of the unknown gunmen. Oh my God, have mercy. Hey, Lord, have mercy. I am going spiritual with this one. Those in the zoo, they saw the advent of the unknown gunmen when Nnamdi Kanu was preaching the gospel, when he told us to do prayers and we're praying the book of Psalms. Suddenly we saw the men of Asari Dokubo, known as Special Forces. Suddenly we saw some men coming around the streets of Biafra, burning down police stations, and they call them the unknown gunmen. And somehow the Zoo media, they pretended like they don't know what is happening. They pretended like they did not hear the assignment of the then ESN, which was to remain in the bushes, to remain in the outskirts of the forest, to remain at the boundary line of Biafra, so that when the invading Fulani headsmen with their AK-47 are coming to take over our land, the number one job of the ESN was to protect the boundaries, to make sure they fend off intruders, interlopers, those coming to the land, the foreigners, the aliens as they call them in the Western world. They pretended they didn't know the number one assignment, the primary assignment of ESN was to remain in the bushes. Suddenly, when they saw the men coming around dressed in black, shooting down things, the so-called unknown gunmen, they blame it on the ESN. Despite Asari Dokubo said his number one job is to come down to the land of Biafra and buy us. His job is to make sure he catch Nnamdi Kanu with his bare hands. He told us how his father was a slave seller. Lord have mercy. My people, this time I will break this one down. If you are ready, this same man called Simon Ekpa is the one they are addressing as His Excellency. Those that say Simon Ekpa is a criminal, the white men in America, God's own country, the country of liberty, they are calling Simon Ekpa, addressing him as His Excellency. But in Nigeria, that dirty gutter zoo country, they call Simon Ekpa a criminal. They say that teen in Finland. They say that small boy in Finland. They say that miscreant in Finland. Even Musa insulted Simon Ekpa and insulted the intelligence of the Finnish government. He said Simon Ekpa is the problem of Nigeria. They wanted Simon Ekpa to come to Nigeria to face his so-called, trial and the rest of them. Despite in that zoo, just last week, 107,000 Boko Haram members claimed to be repentant were released by the so-called caliphate, by the zoo government. The standing army of the Fulani cabal, the standing army of the zoo government from the north, the standing army who are coming to carry on with the activities of Usman Danfodio. They were repelled, they were allowed to go home free. They said they are repented. They said they are repentant. They said they may born again. They said they have turned the new leaf. They said they don't Sharia. They said they are now students and people and pupils of God. They said they are changed men. 170,000. You wonder how 170,000 the same day became born again. Lord have mercy. My people, I will go spiritual on this one. I have to go spiritual on this one, but I will hold it back. Let us listen to the man they call Elias Gerasoulis, line for line, word for word, because it is vital that we hear what this man said. My people, if you are ready, let's go there. Oh Lord, please guard my tongue. Lord, please allow me to remain calm. Lord, please, the anointing is too much. Allow me to remain calm. My people, if you are ready, let's go there. Listen.
Bias.
Oh, thank you, Jim. And it's an honor to be working with you on this. And we appreciate your lending, your support, someone of your prestige and stature. That association would be so critical. So thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. And thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, your excellencies, and dear Biafrans in the United States and around the world. My name is Elias Gerasoulis, and I am a good friend and colleague of Congressman Moran, and we are your new lobbyists here in Washington, D.C. However, you should know that we are more than just your lobbyists. We are fellow freedom fighters in the struggle for the liberation by Biafra.
Hold it there, sir, please. He started by saying, oh my God, I'll take it easy. I have to take it easy, God have mercy. He said, we are not just your lobbyists. Yes, we are your lobbyists from Washington, D.C., which means the White House. For those that understand, from Washington, D.C. is where you have the White House. I'll take it easy. I'll calm down. But he said, we are not just your lobbyists. We are not just your lobbyists. We are also those who will be fighting for you for the liberation of the sovereign state of Biafra. We have to take that one back. I want you all to listen to that, because sometimes you guys don't understand that what we are doing is spiritual. The love for Biafra is too much. The love for the nation is too much. Probably this young man here, he saw the videos of children with kwashoko during the days of Biafra. He's probably one of those that his parents told him, young Elias, finish your food, eat your food up, because the children in Biafra are hungry. So you must eat your food, don't waste your food. During those days, they were taking the children with kwashoko as example for people like Elias. So he has grown as a child with the empathy. Even in Finland, where our prime minister is based, they know the story about Biafra. They are also advocates. They are stakeholders when it comes to Biafra. They sent their people. They sent their missionaries. They sent people from Finland to help and support us in Biafra. They raised money to help and support us in Biafra. There were pictures that Ekpa showed in his Twitter page of a lady, a virtuous woman, who was raising money for Biafra, for the children of Biafra. So whenever people like this, they speak, they come with empathy. They put themselves in our condition. They put themselves in our shoes. They know that so many children they buy during that time, and they are saying, what if I was born in Biafra? I would have gone through that. So this guy now, he's telling you, yes, we are lobbyists. Yes, we are contractors to lobby from Washington, but we are not just lobbyists. We are not just ordinary lobbyists to do our business as lobbyists. We shall go the extra mile. We shall make sure we support Biafra in the struggle. We are part of the struggle for the liberation of Biafra. I can't wait there. I want you to listen. Listen again. Listen real good. Listen.
I am a good friend and colleague of Congressman Moran, and we are your new lobbyists here in Washington, D.C. However, you should know that we are more than just your lobbyists. We are fellow freedom fighters in the struggle for the liberation by Biafra. And
however, you should know this. He was trying to emphasize that. However, yes, we are your lobbyists. However, Sham, a conversation they say he wants to emphasize, we are not just your lobbyists. We are fellow fighters for the freedom of the liberation of Biafra. That's what I want. When people speak this way, you know they are not just doing it for the sake of money. Then they ain't just doing it because they have contract. No. People like this, they know the moral fortitude, what it takes to enjoy freedom. People like this, he knows the enjoyment of freedom he gets in America, which is why he's showing empathy. He's going the extra mile. Even when he introduced our prime minister, he said, Your Excellency. But in the Zoom media, you claim we are one people, but you have never addressed our prime minister with Your Excellency. All you say is you call him a criminal. You say that's teen in Finland. To the black man, they say Ekpa is that small boy, that's teen, that miscreant in Finland. But those that rule the world, those from America, when they are addressing our prime minister, they address him as Your Excellency. Think about that. I want you to think about that. If you doubt me, make una hear him again, because some of you are very slow in learning. Listen,
Elias.
Listen.
oh, thank you, Jim. And it's an honor to be working with you on this, and we appreciate your lending, your support, someone of your prestige and stature. That association would be so critical. So thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. And thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, Your Excellencies. And
boom. And thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, Your Excellency. And thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, Your Excellency. And thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, Your Excellency. If you guys notice, when I'm doing my video, in all my introduction, what do I say? I always say, my people, na how on a day. This one, Biafra Supporters Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency, Oyendo Mazinamde Kanu. May God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency, ESN, Ekpa, Simon Njoku, for the job Simon is doing and the rest of that. I always mention His Excellency twice because Simon is worth that mention. Most of you claim you love Simon Ekpa, but when you are addressing him, you just say my PM. No. You address him right. You live in the Western world. Those of you that live in the Western world, not those in the zoo. You live in the Western world. You know a prime minister should be addressed as His Excellency. Somebody that gained the position through an excellent means. We the people, we gave him that authority. We delegated him. We say he's our advocate. He's the spokesperson for Biafra. And over time, he became the prime minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. So please, going forward, I'm speaking to everybody out there, those in the media. When you are addressing Simon Ekpa, follow a cue from this white man. If an American is addressing him as His Excellency, don't just call him PM, please. Don't just call him PM. Address him right. When you want to say the name, you say it right. You address him right, because what he's doing is par excellence. What he's doing is amazing. What he's doing is something nobody has done before. And if you notice, I'm the only one in all my video, in my intro, I say God bless His Excellency Oyendo Mazinamde Kanu, and may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency ESN Ekpa Simon Njoku, for the job Simon is doing. When I say ESN, don't mistake it for the Eastern Security Network. That's an acronym. ESN is an acronym for Ekpa Simon Njoku. So please, somebody was messaging me last week saying, how come you're calling the ESN? The ESN is, the defunct. We have stopped using ESN. No. Simon Ekpa's name too is ESN. His full name is Ekpa Simon Njoku. Ekpa Simon Njoku. So when you see me say, may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency ESN Ekpa Simon Njoku, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, because we know in your hands Biafra is coming, in your hands Biafra is safe, and in your hands, when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. My people, that introduction was spiritual. I woke up one morning and God put it in my memory. I don't know how this things happen sometimes, but that introduction is spiritual. So I want you all to understand, when you are addressing our Prime Minister, you are addressing right. When I say in your hands Biafra is coming, in your hands Biafra is safe, and in your hands, when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra is or will rejoice. What that means is, in the hands of Simon Ekpa is a very high responsibility. He has been delegated. He's been sent on an assignment. So please, going forward, when we are addressing our Prime Minister, I implore you all to put His Excellency. If you want to say PM, it's okay, His Excellency, our PM. Because Oyiboman is saying it. If you don't call him Excellency, don't expect the white people to say it. If you don't address Simon Ekpa as His Excellency, do not expect a foreigner to say it. Charity begins at home. We are learned. We have understood the language of the white man. We have imbibed the culture of the white man. We have assimilated the way of life of the white man. So please do things right when you are addressing our Prime Minister. But I digress. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to this, because this is where the key is. Don't forget, today's title is what? A game changer. We won't stop until victory is achieved. Let's continue. Listen.
Biafrans in the United States and around the world. My name is Elias Gerasoulis, and I am a good friend and colleague of Congressman Moran, and we are your new lobbyists here in Washington, D.C. However, you should know that we are more than just your lobbyists. We are fellow freedom fighters in the struggle for the liberation by Biafra. And similar to how your compatriots in the Biafran Defense Forces are securing your freedom on the homeland, we will be fighting for your freedom in the political and diplomatic battlefield here in Washington, D.C.
Hold it there.
And we will
Hold
make
it there,
sure
please,
that all
please,
these
please,
U.S. officials, all these congressmen,
No. Hold it there, sir, please.
Your compatriots
Listen.
in the Biafran Defense Forces are securing your freedom on the homeland.
Okay.
We will be fighting for your freedom in the political and diplomatic battlefield here in Washington, D.C.
Okay. He said, similar to the ways that your men, our men on ground, the BLA, similar to the ways they are doing the fighting to secure the land of Biafra in the homeland. In similar vein, himself and the great man Jim Moran, they will be carrying out the same task in America. That's what he's saying here. So he is a fighter. He is a fighter for the Biafran people. Don't just call him a lobbyist. Yes, the lobbyists are people that go in there to speak to stakeholders, to try to sell to them the rationale behind, a situation, try to buy them into an idea, try to entice them. To some extent, you also cajole them and show them the fringe benefits, the rationale behind what a people is doing. The reason why we expect them to come out and make a statement, even on Twitter or whatever. For example, if the president of, America come out and say, enough is enough, stop buying the children of Biafra, that alone is a game changer. When Trump was there, when he asked Buhari, why are you buying the Christians? Not even the Biafrans. So why are you buying the Christians in Nigeria? You saw how things were happening. Ordinarily, that statement, it meant they suspended the so-called buying of ammunitions and fighter jets from America. So what these guys are doing, they are going to the critical stakeholders. You've got the stakeholders, you've got the major stakeholders and the critical stakeholders. And you have those who have low influence. They are of low influence. And you have those who have this high influence. They are the critical stakeholders in most cases. So the job of the lobbyists is to go and meet the who is who in America, to let them know that with all due respect, what you see happening in the land of Biafra is a civil thing. It's the people revolting, saying enough is enough. They want to go back to the way it was before Britain came to Africa. They want to go back to the days, the way it was before Britain came in 1914 and said they want to amalgamate a people. If you say slavery is gone, if you say the days of colonization is gone, it means these people should be allowed to revert and go back to the way they were living their life before the white men came to Africa. This is what they are going to tell them. They will let them know that we have the resources, but in most cases, the zoo government, they have refused to allow us to even smell or see the corridors of power. That's the first thing. Because when you want to subjugate the people, the first thing you do is to deny them their fundamental human right. If you claim you are one nation, you say one Nigeria, you came with the acronym go on with one Nigeria. And when we fought to break out from Nigeria, the whole country, they came together under one accord. They said, no, we shall buy them to the end. Even somebody that you all respect, he came with the so-called policy. He told the president, how come you are feeding the enemies of your soldiers? How come you're feeding them? I tell you this, declare a food blockade. If you declare a food blockade towards the eastern region, hey God, a genocide. Hey, God have mercy. I won't call the name of the man that said that, just for the respect I have for that tribe. Because I have respect for that tribe, I will not mention the name of the man that said this. He told them, he went to Gowon because he came to Calabar to see his girlfriend. This man I'm speaking about, he came to Calabar to see his girlfriend and he was caught. He was arrested. He was locked up in Calabar. And when the war broke out, Ojukwu said they should go and get him. If Ojukwu was a bad man, that would have been the end of that man. If Ojukwu was as heartless as they claim, because he was one of the most influencers of that region. The person that we have in our custody was one of the most influencers. Till this day, he's an icon of that region. And he said, go and get me that man. Bring him here. And they brought him. Ojukwu just told him, what is going on? This war has started. How come your people have not joined? Or don't you guys want to be free? What's going on here? Tell me what's going on. You are one of the critical stakeholders from your region. What is going on here? And this man told Ojukwu, trust me, I have seen what is happening. If you can free me, if you can let me go right now, once I get to my region, I will tell everybody in the region, we must get ready to fight. We must fight for our freedom because I'm not happy about this. They started by the so-called coup and they claim it was an Igbo coup, even though all the soldiers, they came from different regions. And I have seen what Gowon is doing. It's unfair. So I am saying once I get to, to Lagos, if you allow me get to Lagos, I swear to you immediately, I will speak to my region and we shall also revolt and join this war. It will be easier. Once we join the war, they will have to fight the two of us. And trust me, they cannot do it. Lord have mercy. I'm going spiritual with this. I'm not the one saying this. It is the Spirit telling me, letting me know, breaking it down from all the books I've read, all the whole different journals I've read. That was exactly what happened. Ojukwu being a man who is very, very understanding, a man who is kind, a man who is meek and gentle, a perfect gentleman. He was rich before becoming, going through their political stuff. He came from a very wealthy home. He schooled in England. So he had the brain of the British. Yes, I said so. Because in most cases, when you live in the Western world, over time, you start to assimilate the culture of your environment. That's why when the saying goes, when they say, when you are in Rome, you behave like the Romans. You guys don't understand what that means. Over time, your culture will change. You start behaving like your environment. The study of man and his environment. But I digress. This same man went, Ojukwu freed this man. This man now went back to Lagos. Unfortunately, at the airport, Gowon now came there with his men. And Gowon told him, how come they freed you now? What's going on here? They freed you. They didn't kill you. What was the agreement you have with them? How come they freed you? Because, and this man had to, pander towards the side of Gowon. And he told Gowon, Gowon, what is wrong with you? You are fighting those people and you are feeding them. All the soldiers, they are living a good life. You are feeding them good food. They are living a good life. If you want to win the war, I am telling you now, you stop the food going to the eastern region. All the soldiers, they will be hungry. Once they get hungry, they will drop their guns and you will win the war naturally. If they don't drop the guns, they will die of hunger. You blockade the food, Go into the eastern region and the war will be over. Gowon took the counsel of this man. You see, I'm trying to be respectful because lives were lost here. Lives were lost. When you check the documentary I did last week, they said an average of 5,000 children were dying a day due to starvation and kwashoko. 5,000 children die a day, a size of Huddersfield in England. Huddersfield is a city in England. And the reporter was trying to be metaphorical, Oyibo. He was trying to put a human face to it. He was likened the size, the mass, 5,000 children by every day. It's like the size or it's a simile. It's like, well, when you put like, it's a simile. It's like the size of Huddersfield. So it meant during those days, from 1967, 1968, 1969, 1970, Huddersfield was around 5,000 people in population from the breakdown that man was saying, that orator. He said, the amount of children that buy every day, being littered everywhere, is like the size of Huddersfield, because an average of 5,000 buy a day. When you work that thing out, it means in 3 years during that war, just the children who died from starvation, it was 5-point-something million children. When I broke it down, when I saw what they were saying from the AP, Associate Press, during those days, I went to the archive. You see, when you are doing this journalism, sometimes you have to do a research before you come live and talk. This is what the zoo, they are scared. They know my voice is the voice of God. So they try every time to slow me down, shut my channel down. They know that this voice, this man don't learn like the white man. I may be black, but my mind is white. I said it. I might have a black skin, but my mind is white. Because I've lived with a white man. I have understood them. I understand the way they walk, their modus operandus. So this man told Gowon, blockade the food now. What's wrong with you? And Gowon skipped to the loo of this man. So when you hear all those things, you saw those pictures. My only anger is this with that zoo. When this was going on, no media showed this in the local TV stations of that zoo. The man that told them this thing, he had his own TV station. No? They didn't show the Kwashoko children that are being pied. The so-called national TV station of Nigeria, when they were blockading the food, when they were starving us to buy, they did not show it on TV. Nobody knew about it. The same way Musa is doing now. There is an asymmetric warfare. We thank God, say God of Biafra, he harkened the heart of Musa. He made him to say what they were doing. Musa came live on Channels TV and they asked him, are you worried about what is happening in the Southeast? He said, well, we are now on an asymmetric warfare in the Southeast. Warfare is warfare. War means war. Asymmetric warfare means, say, you don't know who the enemy is. He claims, according to him, sometimes some people, when we see them, they are just by themselves. When we turn our back and we are going, they take the gun and they buy us. So that way, we don't know who is who. Everybody is guilty. We are now on asymmetric warfare. It means everybody is guilty. That's the worst kind of war, because you mean say you don't condemn everybody for Southeast. According to them, we know it is the land of Biafra. You have condemned everybody in the land of Biafra by saying you are embarking on an asymmetric warfare. But the Nigerian media, they pretend like they are not educated. They pretend they don't have a dictionary to go and fact check what this man is saying. If the commander of whatever is saying they are engaging the Biafrans on asymmetric warfare, simply go to your Oxford dictionary. If you don't have it, I know it is expensive in the zoo. Go to your phone, go to Google, type asymmetric warfare, and you will see what it means. You will see the explanation, and you will see examples of an asymmetric warfare. As easy as that. But they have refused to do it. A very good example was the Americans versus the Indian War. What the Americans did to the India to take over the land of America. That was an asymmetric warfare. They were giving them blankets with chickenpox and the rest of them. The bombing of Hiroshima is a classic example of asymmetric warfare, because in that case, when the atomic bomb dropped for Hiroshima, both the children, the mama, the pregnant, the poor, the good, the bad, the gentle, the civilized, the uncivilized, the police, the firemen, the pastors, the preachers, the Hindu men, all of them the monks, the Shaolin, all of them chop the water. Their skin evaporates. Hiroshima became a devastated ghost land. The soil, the ground, the soil of Hiroshima tilted. It means the things when they for ground, that bomb when they drop, it bring out the under soil to the top. For so many years, nobody can live there. There was radiation. They buy everything living there. The birds, the ant, the chicken, the goat, whatever, anything on 2 legs or 4 legs were buried by the dropping of the bombing of Hiroshima. So asymmetric warfare is the worst thing anybody can say in the 21st century. You only do that to a people that you disregard, not people you claim you belong to, that they are one Nigeria. And you say you have embarked on an asymmetric warfare. Or Haneze, I hope you are hearing that, because I know the Zoom media, they are working with the caliphate. They pretend they don't hear what we are saying. They call us miscreants and the rest of them. They say Sabaneka is a problem, but your general, your commander, Christopher Musa, said they are embarking on the Biafra land with something they call asymmetric warfare. Rufa Yoseni, you always say you love your military. You say God bless your military. Ojiokpe, you say your father was a police officer. Because of that, by proxy, you love the police, you love the military. But you have never asked yourself, what are they doing in the land of Biafra? Why, what are they doing in the name of God? How come there is checkpoint in every 100 meters in the land of Biafra? Military checkpoints everywhere. Then they pack sand everywhere. They blockade the road everywhere. I thought you said the war ended in 1970. And you claimed the 3R, and you also said no victor, no vanquish. But till then, till now, my people, we are still going through hell. Since then till now, my people, all the tribes still hit us with a passion. So this man is saying here, the great man, a man I love. I've come to love him very well now because his statements are powerful. Elias Gerasoulis now said, yes, even though we are your lobbyists, we are not just lobbyists. In fact, to be more specific, the same way your men in the homeland are protecting the land of Biafra, fighting towards your liberation, that's the same way we shall be fighting from the political and the other sides in America to make sure the land of Biafra is restored. Think about that. He wasn't paid to say this. His role was just to come here and do a hello and, a formal, in fact, an informal introduction to the Biafran people. But this man went the extra mile to explain his mission, to explain that, yes, even though you are paying me as a contractor, no, I will go the extra mile. I will go beyond my scope. Oyibo, your scope is to be a lobbyist for us. When we do something, your lobby say, okay, this is because of this. But he said, no, I am going beyond that scope of a lobbyist. Simon Ekpa, may God bless the day you were born. Simon Ekpa, everything you have touched has turned into gold. Everybody you have linked up with, they've been amazing. The cabinet is doing great. The movement, your policies, they've been wonderful, amazing. The framework you are working with, oh my God, second to none. Simon Ekpa, we love you and we appreciate you. So I will take it back one more time. Let us hear what this man said. This is where the Rema is. Listen to what he said here, and you will understand that this man feels our pain. Mr. Elias feels our pain. Listen to his statement. Listen to his statement, please. I'm begging you all now, in the name of God. Listen to what he said here. Listen.
And a colleague of Congressman Moran, and we are your new lobbyists here in Washington, D.C. However, you should know that we are more than just your lobbyists. We are fellow freedom fighters in the struggle for the liberation by Biafra. And similar to how your compatriots in the Biafran Defense Forces are securing your freedom on the homeland, we will be fighting for your freedom in the political and diplomatic battlefield here in Washington, D.C.
Boom!
And we
Hold
will-
it there. We're fighting for your freedom in a political and diplomatic battle there in the Washington, D.C. We'll be fighting for your struggle, for your freedom in the political and diplomatic battle. The same way our men are fighting for our liberation in the homeland. This man went beyond his scope. And he's doing this. Lord have mercy. Listen. Let's go there.
make sure that all these U.S. officials, all these congressmen and senators understand that the Biafran independence movement is a pure democratic civilian uprising against...
Woo! Hold it there. I'll stay calm. He's going to let those in Congress to know. I'll stay calm. That the rise for the Biafra movement is an uprise by the civilians for their freedom. It's a civilian uprise. It means it's the people, not what they call the militants. So that's nonsense to say. It is the people rising up saying enough is enough. I'll stay calm. It's the people saying enough is enough. We want freedom. We are done with that thing called Nigeria. We are done with anything called Nigeria. Nigeria, make una leave us, make we go. It's not working. We've told you guys, if it's oil, we don't care about the oil. You can put pipe throughout the whole regions of Nigeria. Take free oil. We don't care about that. For we, the Biafrans, it is bigger than oil. A wise man will know that your craft, your handwork should be more than what you get as a resource. In the Western world here, we own nothing. We don't own the resources, but we are still doing very, very well with our ingenuity. I love that. Take it back. Listen again.
We will make sure that all these U.S. officials, all these congressmen and senators understand that the Biafran independence movement is a pure democratic civilian uprising against injustice, the very same one that we had in the United States when we declared our independence from the British 200 years ago.
Hey, my God. It is a rise for independence, like the very same one that the Americans had from Britain. The same Britain again, 200 years ago. If America knew that they had to collect or gain their freedom from Britain 200 years ago, white to white, they say, we want freedom. If the white man got freedom from Britain, what about us, the black people? Why is our own different? Because some of you love massa. You love your slave master. You say, Massa, we are good. Massa, you told us that we are born to rule. Massa, come and take the oil for cheap. Massa, come and take the resource for cheap. Master, we love you. Massa, me is good. Massa, we love you. That's the problem. That is the difference. The psychology is different. And we now, we don't live for Obodo Yibo. We, the Biafrans in Obodo Yibo, we now know the urgency of now. Oh my God. It is called the urgency of now. I believe that was Karl Marx that wrote on that. The urgency of now. Now was the time. Now was the time for our freedom. We now have the same thinking faculty as the white man. Most of you, you'll be wondering how come those in diaspora, you call us troublemakers. No. We have lived in the Western world for too long. And over time, we have assimilated the culture of the white man. We now understand the way of life. You see, so for the fact, say over time, we don't live for the Western world. Our thinking now is different. Our perspective is different. The days of doing dobale, we don't pass that stage. The days of worshiping your politicians who are criminals, stealing your money, we don't pass that stage. Now we say we want to stand on the principles of equality and fairness. We want to stand on the principles, the ethics of the rule of law, where everybody is equal under the law. I don't have to give you my daughter to sleep with in order to get a contract. I don't have to strip down naked. You video me. You hit my bum bum from behind. You video it. To gain my allegiance to say, yes, I will make you governor. Those days are gone. That's not who we are. We are here, we believe in the rule of law. We believe everyone is equal under the law. There is no bigger I and smaller you. Those days are gone. Those days are gone, which is why now they fight for freedom. Those in the local, those at home, maybe to an extent, their brains still they clogged with poverty, almajiri culture. They still love their master. As in your Bible, it says, slave, obey your master. Those that are your politicians that should be your servants, you love them, you worship them, you adore them, you go into tribalism for them, you break down houses of your so-called neighbors because of your politicians. You point out your neighbors for your soldiers to come and buy them because they come from a different tribe. Soldiers sent by politicians to buy people because they come from a different tribe. We don't pass that stage. So we are the ones destined to bring the freedom to our native land, the land of Biafra. I need you to understand that. It is for us to come to the native land and free the people. That's our job. Because our psychology has changed. The same way America, they told Britain, give us liberty or give us death. Imagine that statement. Imagine that pronouncement. Give us liberty or give us death. And in our own case, we are saying Biafra or nothing else. It is Biafra or Biafra. But if it's left to me, I am ready to die for what I believe in. So if America is saying, give us liberty or give me death, I am saying, give me Biafra or I will die in the process to get it. What we are doing is spiritual. What we are doing is spiritual. Let's continue.
On a personal level, I knew I had to get involved in this struggle, not only because of my belief in the Biafran cause, but my belief in His Excellency, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. As I got to know the Prime Minister, I could see that he has remarkable leadership qualities and vision. And I knew that instinctively that he was a man of destiny and that he will have a very important impact in Africa in the years to come.
Wow. See the way he's speaking about our Prime Minister. On a personal level, he knew he had to come into this. Because when he got to know our Prime Minister, His Excellency, Obatobie Agune Chamber, Wakoma, a good man. Oh my God. Simon Ekpa, man. God. It's the first time I'm seeing somebody. I'm seeing a man, a black man that speaks boldly and knows his onion. First time in my life. The other guys, they cower. They bow down. They are jesters in the Western world. They crack jokes. When they are in their office, they are the jokers. They are the ones cracking jokes. They are the clowns in the office. They laugh at them. Oyibo laugh at them, not with them. They are smiling their teeth every day. People like Simon Ekpa, we are few. Where you hold your own, you know who you be. They respect you. They come to you to be the provost. They come to you to carry out the business case and the rest of them. They come to you to defend a project. They come to you to defend the need for them to support and invest in a project or in the team. Likewise, the department. People like us, we don't bow down. So it pain me say your politicians you double for, your politicians in Nigeria that you worship, that you give your women to sleep with, that you give your daughter for marriage because an old dirty man is a governor, is a president, is a senator. You give them your children. You bow to them, you worship them. But these same politicians that you bow to, that you have made a demigod, when they come to the Western world, they are coming like paupers. They are coming like beggars. They are coming to beg the UN. They are coming to beg the World Trade. They are coming to beg these guys for money. They come as beggars. They don't have substance. They are begging for recognition. People I talk to here, when they come and see them in the Western world, they bow down to them. Your governors, your politicians, your presidents, when they come to the Western world, they are bowing down. They act like beggars. They act like 1/3 of a woman. I said it. That's why they call you guys a shithole country. They come to the Western world, they are begging for funds, for crumbs. While we, when come to the Western world, now they help to build the economy of the Western world. When we have built up the economy, your governors will now come, your politicians will come and beg for crumbs. We want some loan, give us some loan. World Bank, please give us some loan. Imagine the contrast. So this guy is telling you on a personal level, this is why he's even joining this thing. He has seen Simon Ekpa as somebody who will be an impact in Africa. But Simon Ekpa is the same person they call a criminal, a miscreant. They call him a fraudster. They say that small boy in Finland, that thing in Finland, that small boy in Finland, that miscreant in Finland, that is the way even your Zoom media, they speak that way. Your Nigerian media, they address Simon Ekpa that way. Black man. Hey! Ndoji, blackie. Eh? When will you guys learn? Somebody coming to save you. You're attacking him. The same way you attacked Jesus 2,000 years ago. Now you all pray to Jesus. Oh Lord, in Jesus' name, amen. But 2,000 years ago, you crucified him. The same you begging Jesus now, you are the ones that pied him 2,000 years ago. Even there was a criminal next to him, Barnabas. You say, release Barnabas and pie Jesus Christ. You said that. The same thing you are doing now. Your Savior is here. Simon Ekpa is the savior, and some of you are saying instead of Simon Ekpa to bring Biafra should not come. Oh God, I will write a book, Biafra, a tales of two parts. I'll write a book on this. I will. More like a journal, a memoir. Me thinking out loud. Talking from my own viewpoint, what I saw in this movement. How a great man in the name of Nnamdi Kanu was doing marvelous things. But those around him, they sold him out. And how his disciple that he loved in the 11th hour, he told the people to listen to his disciple, to share his videos, because his disciple in the name of Simon Ekpa is coming with a new dimension. And suddenly this man was kidnapped by the Nigerian government. And those who claim they loved him, those who say they believe in command and control, when they were given an instruction, an order to give Simon Ekpa a slot in Radio Biafra, they said over their dead body. I'll write a book on this. Me thinking out loud. You know? Biafra, a tale of two sides, or a tale of... I will come with a good title. I'll put it out after we get this thing called Biafra. I will journal I go write everything down, because it didn't shock me. Say Oyibo, they address Simon Ekpa as somebody who will take Africa to the next level. But those Simon Ekpa is trying to free, those he's trying to liberate, they are the ones, they are Zoom media, they are the ones attacking Simon Ekpa. They are begging Finland to break the law and send Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. So that their DSS will have a field day with him. So that Musa will come to the cell they have him. He will fold his shirt up. They punch him, they chook him knife. Small, they say, I've gotten you. You guys don't even know what you are asking for. The same way you asked for Christ to be buried 2,000 years ago, you are still making the same mistake. Sometimes people will say, oh my God, if I was there during the days of Jesus, I would have said they should free Jesus Christ. No. Today now, you are in the same situation, you are in the same predicament, you are in the same conundrum, and you are saying Simon Ekpa is the problem. God, oh my God. No, God, have mercy, O Lord. When will they learn? When will Nigerians learn? Let's continue, I beg.
I thought it was a personal duty to assist him.
Hey!
Already the prime...
Hold on, please. I thought it was a personal duty to assist him. I told you, he went the extra mile, going beyond the scope, going the extra mile. He felt it was a personal duty to assist him. Oh my God. Biafrans rejoice. Make sure that they rejoice. They thank God. Say we chose somebody like this. This man is a human being. He is a kind-hearted person. God chose this man for the Biafrans. Elias Gerasoulis, I thank you. You have spoken well. You have won over my heart. Some of you, you heard this video and you just switch. You were smiling and you just ended it. No, me, I did go deeper. I will do a nosedive into it. I go deeper. I go carry out an in-depth analysis. I go want to understand the rationale behind the mind of this man speaking this way. I want to understand his psychology. Why is he speaking the way he's speaking? Who is he to be so gracious this way? That's the difference between me and you. Some of you, you heard this and you were happy and that was the end. No, me, I want to go deeper. I want to understand the psychology of this man called Elias Gerasoulis. I want to understand his perspective to life. Why is he going the extra mile? In most cases, when you give somebody a contract, they only do the contract based on the scope of that contract. But this man said, no, I will go the extra mile. Yes, you paid me for this, but I will do A, B, C, and D. You paid me to do A and B. I will go the extra mile to do A, B, C, and D because I have a personal affinity for this man called Simon Ekpa. My people, Biafra Superstars Media is back. I am back. They cannot stop this voice. Arochukwu, I am the voice of God. Live story, man. They can't stop this voice. Again, my PM, please, at this point, I want to plead on you that it is time for us in the media. Those in the media, we must come up with a project where we put in our finances together and build a platform. Most of us on YouTube for so many years. Some of you have been in this YouTube for 10 years. You have been on Facebook for 12 years. Some of you, you've been doing this since 2012. We've made enough money. It is time to put the money in good use. Pay your 10% tithes to build a media where all our videos will be uploaded. Because this Facebook is not working out. YouTube, they are blocking our channels. The Zoo government can pay them. And when you wake up in the morning, your channel has gone ghost. Some of you are asking about me. Where is Superstar Media now? Where is Superstar Media? For all this while, you guys don't know what the Zoo government did to me. When I declared that the gloves are off, if you remember me, I said, Tinubu, the gloves are off. I was ready to go all out. For the first time, I showed my true color. And they panicked. They said, eh? This Simon Ekpa, he's building so many warriors. So. He's building so many people. From the one I told you all, I am a disciple of Simon Ekpa. I am a disciple of Simon Ekpa. The same way Simon Ekpa is a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I am an embodiment of Simon Ekpa. A disciple, a servant, somebody who is there to support the master. Simon Ekpa is my master. The same way Nnamdi Kanu is the master to Simon Ekpa. That's the chain of command. That is how this thing works. There is a chain of, the real chain of command, the hierarchy of this thing, of command. That's the real one. Not command and control, where one idiot, a riffraff, somewhere from Kuwait will say something and say command and control. Unsoji man, I hope now you've seen what's happening. Unsoji, Prince Darlington, I hope you see what is happening. Your eye don't open now. Your so-called boys now, they are saying they give up. They resign from Biafra. Oh my God. Eh? The so-called media warriors in IPOB Nigeria Limited. Ikenga is saying, I resign. God. Oh my God. Were you hired in the first place? No, listen, it is calling. Nobody hired me. It was the calling from the God. It was the calling. Mama Biafra called me. Say, my son, I need your voice. My son, yes, you are doing well in the Western world. You are building the empire of the Western world. But I need you to turn around. Do a 180 degree. Look behind like the Sankofa bird. Look towards the land of Biafra. I'm bleeding. I am bleeding. They are buying my children. I am bleeding. They are burying my children. I am bleeding. Oh God. They are stealing the organs of my children. I am bleeding. I am mourning every day. You guys don't know what the military do to the youths of Biafra. There is a new one now happening. There is a new one. I will tell you guys what is happening now. This hair transplant. What they do now is then go check somebody's blood. The way they harvest your kidney, they will cut your whole head scalp up. The scalp of your head. They will harvest it. Then a celebrity from the USA, Black Americans, they will now check for the one that matches your blood. The same way it matches your organ, it matches your blood. It is happening now all across in Turkey, everywhere. Example, case in point, the man they call Floyd Mayweather, that boxer, Floyd Mayweather. If you know him, he's always on bald head from day one. Because his front head being commot, he was bald in the front, so he was going skin. But if you go and look at him now, he has grown hair all over his head. He also has beards now, a proper beards. What they are doing is when they take your kidney, they also cut the head off. And immediately they will check a celebrity that matches that hair type. Now they will have more than 5 million strands of hair to harvest and transplant to these so-called celebrities. Even the hair of a black man is now something they are harvesting. They harvest the kidney, they harvest the bladder, they harvest the heart, your pancreas, your small intestine. You see the story of that small boy in Lagos. They harvest his small intestine. He didn't even know when he woke up, he couldn't eat or digest things because the small intestine will break things down. If it's missing, it means the food will be more solid. You can't use the toilet. That's death. But a doctor took their time. They tested his blood. He came for something else there. But when they test his blood, it was a match. Just like your Facebook, they have a dashboard. All these guys in the medical field, they have a dashboard of donors and the blood types. So what they will do is, once they test your children and see the blood match, they say, okay, this one matches somebody that need an intestine. They will come and cut off the intestine of your child. The Biafrans they are catching, when they catch our youths, they test their blood. Okay, this one match the kidney of somebody in Singapore. I keep saying it. I have a friend that had a Biafran kidney. I will try to interview him one of these days. He's from Singapore. A Biafran kidney. God, this is what they do. So Mama Biafra is bleeding. She's crying. I yield to the clarion call. Somebody like me, I shouldn't even be talking about liberation. I'm having the best of life. I have established myself in the Western world. But I'll be selfish if I'm thinking about myself alone. I told you guys just last week, an uncle that was very rich, when they helped us, when we were young, this uncle, now they gave us in bank statements to travel go Bodoyibo. This uncle called me and begged me for money. Nigeria has happened to him. He is now broke. All his children that he gave big jobs in Nigeria, they have all lost their jobs. They have come back to his family home. Not only them, with their children, with their wives. He's now to fend for them at his old age. Man, not old now. So for the first time, this man begged me for money. It was embarrassing. I wonder how he even got my contact. But when he called and told me he wants to buy foodstuff for his children, with tears of joy, I was happy to help him out. But I felt, oh my God, this man was doing well when I was in that zoo. This man was the go-to man. But look at him now. He's begging me for money to feed his children. That's Nigeria for you. There is no opportunity for you guys. Oh God. Mr. Elias Gerasoulis, I thank you. I thank you for stepping up to help us. I bless the day you thought about this and said, okay, I will support these guys. I will be the lobbyist for the Biafrans. Not only that, for the love and mutual respect I have for Simon Ekpa, I will go the extra miles because I see Simon as somebody that will turn the fortunes of Africa around, not even Biafra alone. And that's a prophecy of Nnamdi Kanu, where he said Biafra will become the beacon of hope for Africa. Biafra will become the beacon of hope. A shining light, an example, an inspiration to Africa. And suddenly this white man just said, personally, I took this offer and I'm prepared to go the extra mile because of the love I have for Simon Ekpa and the belief I have in him that he will do wonders in Africa. Oh my God, have mercy. Continue, please.
The minister has made remarkable progress and has outsmarted the Nigerian system in many ways. The Prime Minister has...
Listen, he has... Oh my God. He has made remarkable progress and has outsmarted the Nigerian government in many ways. Mr. Elias, please mention the ways. Mention some of the ways that you know, my brother. Mention it.
done this with the self-referendum.
Okay.
He has done this with opening diplomatic liaison offices around the world.
Boom! Those things, Simon Ekpa is a problem. Your self-referendum is rubbish. They are laughing at him. This man just mentioned the number one way Simon Ekpa was able to outsmart that Zoo Republic was through the self-referendum. And secondly, by opening all our liaison offices all across the whole world. You see, in the Western world, this is why I love them. They go by proof. The writ of habeas corpus. For those that did their law, where is the proof? You want freedom? Where is the proof? Prove to me you are not just a lone wolf shouting for freedom. Prove to me the people are saying they want freedom. Prove to me that the people, they are backing you in what you are doing. And Simon has done it through the referendum and through opening liaison offices all across the whole world. And very soon, all those liaison offices will now become the embassies of Biafra. How wonderful is that? What a manner of man is Simon Ekpa. Oh my God. Oh, Batobie. One come a good man. One come Agune Chamber. Agune Chamber. Oh my God. Continue, I beg.
By establishing a proper Biafran lobby in Washington, D.C., the Prime Minister has delivered his master stroke.
Whoa! And to ice it on the cake, by establishing a partnership through the lobbyists in Washington, our Prime Minister has delivered a master stroke. This is coming from Oyibo. You see the way they speak about Simon Ekpa. So those saying, Finland, bring him back now. Finland. You guys are so funny. Finland will just be laughing. Say, wow, really? We should bring your liberator? Are you telling us to crucify the man coming to save you? We ain't gonna make that mistake. You guys, you are infants. You guys are minors. A minor is somebody who doesn't have the proper right to do things for themselves. So people will be there to do things for you. People will be there as your advocate. When you say, Finland, get Simon Ekpa, please get it for... They laugh at you guys. They see you guys as minors. You know? You guys got... I mean, I laugh when I see those videos. It makes me laugh. You know? It makes me laugh that you guys think that way. Even Britain could not do it in their own land. So what they did was to give the itinerary information of Nnamdi Kanu while he was in Kenya. They gave it to the Caliphate. And the Caliphate had to do what they had to do. They couldn't kidnap Nnamdi Kanu in Britain. They knew that. So they worked with the DOS. Say, okay, just tell him to go to, or whatever. Go to Kenya. And when he went, even though from what we are hearing, he went through Germany. From Germany, he saw his brother, Kanu. So to do a decoy, he then went to Kenya. But Britain, they could trail out your passport. All they need is your passport number. It will tell them the airports. In fact, let me know, don't give those secrets here. It's too... I will not go deeper. But I want to tell you guys, you are being washed. That's why your hands must be clean. You must make sure your hand is whiter than white and whiter than snow. If Nnamdi Kanu was a drug man or whatever, they would have got him years ago through that. But they could not get him anyway. So all they could do was to trail him. They trailed him. And when they knew where he was, they did what they had to do. Don't forget, there was a woman who said she was calling Nnamdi Kanu, Oyendu, where are you? Oyendu, where are you now? Tell me where you are. Oyendu, where are you? Where are you now? Oyendu say, I cannot tell you where I am. But the place I am, the weather is hot. Okochi. The weather is hot. But I cannot tell you where I am. Oyendu, he's very, very smart. But the woman can't play fast one. She can't say, Oyendu, I won't send you Western Union money transfer. So when she sends the money, you that is sending the money, there will be a trail, an audit trail. You will know when the receiver has gotten it. And you can now use psychology. Say, hey, please, there's a problem on the person that I sent the money. I want to confirm if they've gotten it, and show me the proof. Where was it encashed? Which of the office? Then that way, through the back door, you can tell the location of somebody. So many things played out to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu. And I am glad Simon Ekpa has learned from the mistakes of Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa has learned from the actions and inactions of Nnamdi Kanu. It means he has learned from the thing that Nnamdi Kanu did and the things he failed to do. From your actions and inactions. I'm watching now in the Zoom now. They are using my words now. Actions and inactions. You guys don't know the breakdown. You guys don't know the breakdown. You use that when you are defending a project, a multi-million-dollar project. They will ask you because there is no right or wrong answer. So you have to talk and justify your actions and inactions. That's my lexicon. I brought it to this movement, and now the Zoom in the Zoom, they always, hey, your actions, your inactions. It's a new lexicon they are using now. Lord have mercy. Let's continue, I beg. Oh my God.
You can look at the Nigerian media and the social media. You will see that this is something that's been highly publicized.
Yes.
And I think this is because they understand the moment that the United States starts to gain more support for the Biafran cause, it will be a game changer.
God bless because you. This is where I will start to reign the Rema. The moment America steps into the Biafran cause, it will become a game changer. When Nnamdi Kanu says Simon Ekpa is coming with a new dimension, now I hope you are interlocking things up. You are dotting all your I's. You are putting knots all across now. You are dotting everything together. You are seeing a clearer picture. You are seeing the lost picture. He just told you that the Nigerian media and the Zoo government, they know the moment America steps into this thing for Biafra, it will be a game changer. Lord have mercy. Man, I feel so good, man. I feel so good. When I analyze things like this, it is sweet myself. Because your brain will be open. Your third eye will be popping up. You'll be seeing things. You'll be seeing things. But you have to be truthful. You have to be truthful to be able to do what I'm doing. God will be giving you things. Let's continue. I love it.
United States leads, other countries follow.
Boom! America leads and other countries, they follow. Grand opening, grand closing. Nobody can deny that. America leads and other countries follow. Even this Britain that is giving us a headache. Britain. When America, so yeah, this is what we need. They will follow. Even Trump tried. This is why I love Trump. Trump then told the then Prime Minister of Britain, David Cameron, he told him, what's going on with this thing now? The Christians are being buried in Africa, in Nigeria. What's going on? And the Biafrans want their freedom. What's going on here? We're about to step up. What's going on now? David Cameron said, please give us 9 years. Give us 9 more years. Give us 9 more years. So whether we like it or not, Britain don't begin close my market safe. Britain don't begin close market. But they said, please give us 9 more years. Do you see that? Unfortunately, Trump, did not win the next election, and the rest is history. You now have Joe Biden, but Trump is coming back again. And hopefully, with all those things they are doing, they won't be able to stop him. Because Trump will be an ally to the Biafrans. He'll be an ally. When America leads, everyone else they follow. Hey, it will be. Let's go.
Congressman Moran and myself are your voice to the U.S. Congress, your voice to the White House, your voice to the State Department, your voice.
Please. That one is self-explanatory. They are our voice. They are our voice. To the U.S. Congress, to the White House, to the State Departments and the rest of them. They are the voice of Biafra in America. Oh, Simon Ekpa. Ah, God.
Voice to the highest offices in this great land. And we will not stop until victory is achieved.
Wow.
Long live the—
We will not stop until victory is achieved. We won't stop until victory achieved. Do you now get the rema from my title where I said, game changer? We won't stop until victory achieved. That was the theme of this sermon. I will call it a gospel. Game changer. We won't stop until victory achieved. He has just told you, we will not stop until victory is achieved. The victory of having Biafra. Simon Ekpa, go bring Biafra, oh. All my people, are you ready, yo? All my people, now where una day? Now where una day, oh? Now where una day? I say, all my people, now where una day, oh? Biafra they come, oh, now where una day? Now where una day, oh? Now where una day? I say, all my people, now where una day, oh? Simon Ekpa, go bring Biafra, oh. All my people, are you ready, yo? I say, Simon Ekpa, go bring Biafra, oh. All my people, are you ready, yo? All my people, now where una day, oh? Now where una day, oh? Now where una day, oh? All my people, now where una day, oh? Biafra they come, oh, now where una day? Now where una day, oh? Now where una day? I say, all my people, now where una day, oh? Simon Ekpa, go bring Biafra, oh. All my people, are you ready, yo? I say, Simon Ekpa, go bring Biafra, oh. All my people, are you ready, yo? Hey, are you ready? Are you ready? Forget the naysayers. Simon Ekpa go bring Biafra. Now where una day? Biafra they come. Now where una day? That's the question. Don't be hiding. Now where una day? Don't wait for 2027 for Peter Obi. You guys who still believe you are one leg Peter Obi, you are one leg in Biafra, you are one leg Peter Obi, you are just wasting your time. You and I know, if there's any election in that zoo 2027, they would have mastered what they did in 2023. So why do you want to lie to yourself? The devil will always be the devil. The devil will always be the devil. The devil will always be the devil. That's their regular trademark. Fela told you, them live sorrow, tears, and blood. Them regular trademark. That is who they are. That is their trademark. That is their logo. That is their logo. The North, they are saying they want to fight Tinubu and all those things for power. But the man that gave him power, the man in INEC, none of them is pointing at him. Do not be distracted. Now game in the play. If you are angry with Tinubu for becoming president, what about the man that made him power? Have they gone to say, oh, blasphemy or whatever to him? No. But when a girl say, I wrote my exam and Jesus Christ, when I pray to Jesus, I passed the exam, they call it blasphemy. They buy the girl, they show us the matches. And the police, they do nothing about it. Don't fall for those things, please. I know some of you are still with the obedient thing, but do not wait till 2027. How old are you now? Add 3 more years to your age. Don't be a slave for 3 more years. If you're from the Yoruba side and you believe in the obedient, follow your Oduduwa nation. Listen to Koiki Media. Listen to Mayegu. Listen to Chief Sunday Igboho. If you're a Biafran or okay, you claim you are Igbo, not Biafran, so some of you listen to what we are doing. Pay attention. Look at what we are doing here. Pay attention, I beg. I beg at the beg una. Make una pay attention. That's why I said, all my people, now where una day, now where una day, now where una day. I say, all my people, now where una day, oh, Biafra they come, oh, now where una day, now where una day, oh, now where una day. I say, all my people, now where una day, oh, Simon Ekpa go bring Biafra, oh. All my people, are you ready, oh? Oh. That size is my problem. Are you ready? Observe. Study the weather. Study the weather. Things don't change. Are you ready? Prepare yourself. Be prepared. That's the motto of the Boy Scout. When you were young, most of you that joined the Boy Scouts, they will always tell you, be prepared, be prepared, be prepared. Eh? We are doing this because we know, say, if you get your freedom, now una go enjoy and pass. Una go enjoy them. Your passport, your Biafran passport will take you around the whole world. Your Yoruba passport will take you around the whole world. Look at that man that worked in the High Commission for Austria for 30 years. He applied for visa for him and his wife. The Austrian embassy said no, they will not give him because he wants to run away. He wants to jackpot. A man who worked for 30 years as an ambassador in Austria. No be Germany or whatever. Austria. A great big country in the EU. Austria. The man applied for visa. Yeah, me and my wife, we want to go to Austria for holiday. You know, I have been an ambassador in Austria. I have worked in the High Commission for 30 years in Austria. I love Austria. I can speak the language. So I feel for the summertime, I want to come to Austria for holiday. They say, we are sorry. Visa denied. You have not proved to us you go back home to your country. To your shithole country. God. You know, sometimes you guys don't see what we are doing. If I was selfish, I will enjoy myself in the Western world. And forget about Nigeria. Forget about the Biafra. Forget about everything there. But no. Makobi Wanne, for the love of your brother, for the love of your people, we are looking backwards. With the look from where we came from. For the love of my people. If not, people who are running now, they say they are jackba, they want jackba, they are running. But we went on there, they enjoy. For so many years. I keep telling you, people I deal with, when your politicians come here, they bow down to them. There's a reason why I don't show by my face. Because the people I deal with here for Bodo Yibo, when your politicians, they come to get loan, they sit down. You should see the way they act like small boys. Then they fear Yibo. They are smiling, opening their teeth. Yes, yes, yes. They are scared of Oyibo. Them, they fear Oyibo. They can't look at the white man in the face. But when they come back to Africa, they become God. They become Lord and Master over you all. So our own plan is to set you guys free. I love you all. That's why we are doing this. If not, what's my business? I'm settled here. I'm living the best of life here. I have the best health care here. I have my investments here. I'm self-made here. But I say, no, for the love of God, for the love of your motherland, look back. Look back. Look where you came from. Yes, America can be your home, but Biafra is your throne. Australia can be your home, your temporal home, but Biafra is your throne. Look back. Look back. Look back. That's what we are doing. We are looking back. We are looking backwards. We are looking backwards because we love you. We love the land we came from. We love our ancestral homes, a place where God dwells. Arochuku, Umuchuku. Umuchuku, the people of God. That's who we are. Oh God. Man.
Free, independent, and sovereign Biafra. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you very much for that brilliant speech there. Elias, we are happy to have you on board, and we have a lot of things to do together. Thank you. This particular appearance today is just to present you to the Biafrans in the United States. As I made my promise, I have fulfilled it. It is now that we go out there and do what we know how to do best for the interest of Biafra.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. It's our honor, and we look forward to serving you in the cause. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Nice to have you.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. It was a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you.
Look forward to working with you.
Wow. Say no. Oh my God. Hey. Simon Ekpa, put the icing on the cake. He just brought them to introduce them to the Biafran people. They have to now go back to do what we know how to do best. Doing what I do best. I manifest. Oh my God. Live story, man. It is time for us to go and do what we know how to do best. Ekpa, Simon and Joko, we thank you. Obatobie, we thank you. And Nnamdi Kanu was a prophet. He is a prophet. When he told us, you must listen to Simon Ekpa. I repeat, you must listen to Simon Ekpa and share his videos because Simon Ekpa is coming with a new dimension. That was the icing on the cake. People only say, oh, he told us to listen to Simon Ekpa. He said we should listen to other people. Yes, he mentioned some other names. But in the case of Simon Ekpa, he said, because Simon Ekpa is coming with a new dimension. I've told you how to break down the celestial bodies. You've got the first dimension, the second dimension, the third dimension that we are living in. There is a fourth dimension, a fifth dimension, a sixth dimension, even the seventh dimension, where the gods, they dwell. And Nnamdi Kanu was operating on a particular dimension. And while operating, he said, you must listen to Simon Ekpa and share his videos because Simon Ekpa is coming with a new dimension. Oh my God. Simon Ekpa is coming with a new dimension. Simon Ekpa is coming with a new dimension. And before I knew what was happening, back then I said, a new dimension, yo, na him we dey so ho, lo 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 lo. Ejimako, hello Ejimako, one name holololo, Ejimako, if you send them the canoe, tell them say ho, holololo, Ejimako, a new dimension yo, na him we de so ho, holololo, Ejimako, hello Ejimako, one name holololo, Ejimako, when you see nam the canoe, tell them say ho, holololo, Ejimako, a new dimension yo, na him we de so ho, holololo, Ejimako, hello Ejimako. I was singing that song, you guys did not understand what I was talking about. I will break it down for you now, at least to an extent. I can reveal a bit to you guys. Since then, you see Nnamdi Kanu now, he's coming out, he's talking, he's smiling in court. Because when that other man was there, Ifeanyi, whatever his name, for that criminal, they Mr. Done and Dusted. Done and Dusted, and they still have a court case. Done and Dusted. They did not tell Nnamdi Kanu that new dimension he spoke about. That prophecy has come to pass. They didn't tell Nnamdi Kanu for a long time, until I put out that coded message, and I can tell Aloy Ejimako is somebody that can decode the message. I sang that song. I said, let Nnamdi Kanu know, say that new dimension when you talk about, na him we did so, because he told us Simon Ekpa is coming with a new dimension. So in my coded message, addressed specifically to Aloy Ejimako, to give Nnamdi Kanu, is to tell him that that new dimension when he talk about, na him we did so, we are now in the new dimension, and it is the game changer, according to Elias Gerasoulis. The new dimension is the game changer Mr. Elias Gerasoulis was speaking about. And he has reaffirmed that we won't stop until victory is achieved. So from me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Victory will be achieved. We are in a new dimension. It is known as the game changer. We will not stop until victory is achieved. It's a game changer, a game changer, a game changer, a new dimension, as promised by Nnamdi Kanu when he told us to listen to Simon Ekpa, because Simon Ekpa is coming with a new dimension. We are now in that new dimension. Mr. Elias, he broke it down. He referred to the dimension as a game changer, and he said, oh my God, he said we will not stop until victory is achieved. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars Media. God bless you. Bye-bye. Victory is ours. Victory is ours. Victory is ours. A game changer. A new dimension. We are in it now. A new dimension. Simon Ekpa has come with a new dimension. Goodbye and God bless you. Bye-bye. Yeah. Check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Logan, Bloomington, Lord Logan, and it's Wildflower Show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation, ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Odudua, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.